when you can go 0 to 60 in like 4.5 seconds, there's no reason to not drive it around. What is up, YouTube? Got another video. Was actually supposed to film a upper day yesterday. Didn't get that done. I don't know why I'm in the fridge. Already got water. Was supposed to film an upper day yesterday, but ended up just doing my own thing. So today we're doing legs again. I just hit legs. What's today? Today's Monday. So yesterday I did an upper day. Saturday I did legs. So we're hitting them again. I'm making that a big focus right now in my prep for another show. Still planning to do that just sometime next year. I'll do another one. Supposed to, I guess, technically have a rest day today, but since the moving stuff, I've been taking a few extra rest days here and there. So I don't know. A part of me definitely wants to take a rest day, but then there's another part that's like, you get that feeling where you should be at the gym. I don't know, not that anything's bad's really happening, but we'll sit there right there, my pre. There's just moving has its own, there we go, have your own stress when you're moving and stuff. So it's a good, there we go. We'll do this. Lights above me. Lighting's horrible, but. Anyways, let's do enough. Still getting the apartment stuff together, so if there's just stuff randomly, that's what it is. Anyways, got that feeling this morning. Man, I should be doing more. There's no point in really taking a rest day today. My hamstrings are pretty sore from the last time I went to the gym. Today I'll actually be going to the UNF.
Yeah, I'm so excited about today's surprise, I practically sprang out of bed.
Which is the college my wife's going to. So, but it's a pretty sweet gym. Definitely a different atmosphere than the people at 24/7, not underground gyms, but a little bit more hardcore gyms. We're going to go different pre. This bump stuff's awesome, but it's a little low key. I'm thinking on trying something a little stronger. And by a little stronger, I quite literally just mean more caffeine. That's all it is. There's not other ingredients that are better. It's mainly just caffeine. Anyways, so we'll be hitting the gym. Just kind of need it mentally in terms of the stress going on. Just getting jobs lined out. It's a new thing. I want to get some footage of me and my car video. I could do that. I probably need to do some. They did a good amount of maintenance on it at the dealership, but stuff here and there. But basically, the college, it's not too far, but with traffic, it's about 20 minutes, 25 minutes tops. Just depends how bad it is. So we'll get to rock in there. Like I said, we'll just smash legs. I think you definitely got to take those rest days. But at the same time, I feel like you can also, I think we're just scared to push our body. My hamstrings are mainly sore, really heavy on squats. The other day I squatted, but then I did a lot more volume for hamstrings. I think I did 3 sets of heavy dumbbell RDLs, 8 to 10 reps with all 3 of those. And then did seated leg curls, and those about rips it off the bone. So I think instead of starting with squat, just because since I already did squat, I think they have a hack squat. We'll do a hack squat, so we'll just obliterate it. We'll get going to the gym. So yeah, we're gonna go up. I gotta actually pull it up on here. First day for my wife. She's up at the college right now, so we're gonna go up there and go ahead and lift. Not my main gym, but I mean it's pretty sweet. The issue with the upper day was I just get so locked in sometimes in my workouts that it's kind of like I'll set up to film a couple, but then it just gets annoying. I like to go pretty heavy, and so when I'm just having to sit there and I don't know, fiddle on my phone, make sure the angle, it kind of gets you out the zone. So my workouts are always best when I'm just locked in and go. So hopefully I can get a cameraman maybe. That'll be pretty cool. Sorry, I'm trying to find this. That ain't gonna happen for a bit probably. Little story time, I guess. I did meet a few really cool guys at the gym yesterday. I go in there and park. This is the gym I usually go to, Iron House. I go in there and park. Right, got a damn phone call. That's also another joy about living here now is I have to answer every phone call because you don't know what it is, whether it's an agency, whatever. Basically, it's for some car insurance. I have car insurance, but I'm looking for a cheaper loan. It's expensive as balls around here. Basically, so yeah, we got about 12 minutes. I think I was doing a little story time, a little QT story time. Pulled up to the gym. I was like, dude, that's a sick Challenger parked right beside you, as you do. And I was like, in this gym, it's pretty big. It's a spacious gym. I was like, man, I want to see if I can find who it is. I was going to ask the front desk attendant, but I ended up buying a couple waters and just forgot. So I'm doing chest, and I guess stole the clip up. Or no, not really. I was doing chest. I was doing dumbbells. Filming right beside me. Super chill guy, and I was like, dude, you are huge. He did a set of lat pull downs, and he was videoing. I was like, bro, you are massive. Good work. Keep at it. And then we got to chopping it up, and I was like, cool. Weird question. I was like, what car do you drive? And he's like, oh, I drive the Challenger out there. And I was like, no shit, dude. I was like, just wondering. So that was cool. First person I talked to. it's his car, which is neat. It's good to get talking to people, because I had a mentor, not another. I had a mentor talking to me the other day about the content stuff, tell me, when you're in the gym, talk to people. Not that I have an issue kind of conversating with people, but I like to keep more to myself, more low-key. There we go, I might have actually fixed it a little bit. Anyways, I made it a little too dark. Oh well, I don't really care. He's basically just telling me to talk to people, which I don't have an issue with, but I keep to myself, work out, don't want to bug people, do my own thing, deal. But I was like, you know what, I'll branch out. I don't know anyone here, I don't know anyone, no buddies, no family. Got my wife, but I was like, hey dude, started chopping up, so that was good. And then I ended up talking to another big dude. He actually competes in classic physique. Big dude, and so I was talking to him, another dude, he does content. I'll link his stuff if you want to see it. He's actually pretty big. He makes some stuff, so go run his stuff up. But it's just good. I think God takes care of a lot of things once you put it in his hands, and it's just good. So I guess a word of advice is sometimes you got to put yourself out there. And I feel like most people don't like being out there all the time. There's a select group that they enjoy it, I guess you could say, that they look for it. But I feel like for the most part, a lot of people just keep to themselves. That's at least what I gather. Maybe I'm just completely wrong about it. But I'm doing a little bit better about that, because it helps me grow the social media platforms and get to know and build those communities and get to know people around here too. Helps a lot. So anyways, another part of me not always filming is because I like to listen to my music, and I'm just sitting in the car in silence. And I want to gas it with some music, because I have the pre-tingles right now. So it is. We'll film a leg day. We're going to tear it up. I might not be able to go as heavy. That's just my bitch talking, and her bitch. So we'll get after it. Don't even worry about it. We'll get good growth, good development. We're building the quads, building the legs. We're building something pretty crazy. Just got to stay consistent. So hope you guys are having a good day. Another yap fest by me. I'm trying to get some YouTube content, because I enjoy it. It's just hard to always film, but we're getting after it. So appreciate you guys. I'll be seeing you on the gym floor then, I guess. So peace. That's actually the second time I've only done that machine. First time, I did 180 both sets. First one was 8, second time was 9 reps. I just got 10 right there. Watching the video back, dude, when you're hitting legs, it feels so much harder. And like when you watch the video, you're like, well, I like barely struggled. But when you're doing the legs, like it feels like everything's gonna tear off. Haven't taken this machine to like failure, like literally where I can't get a rep and I have to rack it without getting a full rep. I'm a little sketched out too. That's just me psyching myself out. Anyways, another thing you'll hear all the time is people do pyramid sets. I used to do this in high school. So you start with the weight, like let's say bench press for example. Your first set is like a 25 on each side. And you up the weight to a 35 each side, that's second set. Then third set you're ending with a 45 on each side, that's a pyramid set. Starts, I tell people don't do that shit. Like, you're better, like, here is a bad example, but usually you want to start with your heaviest set on your first set. So you'll warm up. Whatever the most weight you're going to do, you want that shit first when you're fresh. Sometimes it's not going to happen, especially when you're first trying to figure out what that top set is, like on new machines. But since I got 10, I think I could probably throw on, I'll throw on an extra 5 on each side. Make it 190. Shoot for like 7. That's what we'll do. So we're gonna throw on 5 pounds on each side, see how you move it. 7, that's what we wanted. Just got the front facing camera here. It's not like the greatest. It's kind of darker lighting over in the corner. But we'll put it right here though, it's a little louder. That is, for me, the perfect way to start like a workout. PRing on both first set, second set. Most compound lifts, I'll do over two sets. I'm gonna do calves. I'll probably end up doing like four sets for calves. So I need some good stimulus. So yeah, that right there, I guess we kind of pumped and just feels good through the whole workout. Getting past that first super heavy lift. And I mean, it's heavy in my standards. That's what a lot of people tell you to like lift heavy. There's not like a certain number that'll make it quote unquote heavy. Most of the times people say lift heavy, it's all, I can't think of the word, but it's all dependent on like you. It correlates to whatever your strength is. So whatever heavy is in your terms. So you know, if you're a 150-pound kid, first start working out, my heavy of course is gonna be a lot heavier than what you can lift. Heavy is basically just pushing yourself in a reasonable amount. So if you're pushing yourself out, you ain't got nothing to worry about, and it's just consistency. But we're gonna do some calves, because I feel like calves is a weak point for me. We're probably gonna do 4 sets. I might play around and change. I might do like a different foot position. Do on my first 2, then on my last 2. So we'll probably just pound through these. I'll record, not really much talking. I mean, it's just calves. So we'll get it. Leg extensions here. I did 4 sets of calves. Didn't record it. 1, I mean, it's just calves. 2, there's a good amount of people around me. Anyways, one thing I was kind of thinking on when I was doing it, you know, with the music in, you're kind of just in the zone working out. Like coming to a gym like this, you know, moving states to a more active environment where, of course, there's more bodybuilders, more people just in the gym, or, you know, just bigger guys or bigger girls too. I see more girls. Jesus. I never felt like this a man when I seen her. Jeez, dude. You can't look at other people's progress and be like, man, I'm not doing enough because they're bigger. You know, you don't know everyone's life story. And then 2, of course, like I came from being super scrawny, and I've made a big leap from where I was. So you know, I don't think you should ever forget where you came from in terms of like how you've grown. Like, don't forget, oh, you've grown a lot. But I try not to focus too much on that, because I think a lot of people will be like, oh, I've done a lot already. I kind of slow down. Have that in the back of your mind, have that knowledge, have that confidence. I think that's what it is. You should root your confidence in like, man, I've done this much work, but there's a shit ton left to do. And then don't shy away from that challenge of there's more to do. I think that's a big thing, because you hear all the time people say, oh, there'll always be bigger fish. There'll always be someone bigger, faster, stronger. Basically, there's someone better at you than anything you're trying to do. And which I can be true, but I feel like that just pushes that mediocre, like, okay, just try your best, instead of pushing to be the best. I think only some people can kind of do that. Instead of striving to be mediocre or just having that mindset that someone's always better than you, why can't you be the best? Of course, you know, I'm only 21, so of course I have a long ways to go to be quote unquote the strongest, the biggest, and whatnot. But what's preventing me from being that? Of course, it's very, you know, to be the top of the top, it's only one person at billions. But someone has to, you know, someone has to be at that spot. So it's kind of it's a thing that I like to think about. Someone has to be at that top pinnacle point. And I think if you're not striving for that and pushing for it, then you're not going to reach up there. I think that's what prevents a lot of people from even being successful in terms of anything. You know, bodybuilding, of course, but even like just your job. Not even your job, just like life in general. Not wanting to live paycheck to paycheck. Of course, there's times where you kind of have to, but it's a little food for thought. Kind of delaying the inevitable of having to do my leg extension, so let's get it.
No workout partner this year. Dreaming of myself I like that way. Train by myself, rely on myself. I never really criticized people for having a good support group. You need that. This year I've had a very good support group outside of boxing, away from bodybuilding. And it makes my competition preparation even more rewarding when it's all over with. Whether it's second or fifth or whatever, is knowing that I did it all single-handedly and by myself, without the desire and drive to get out of bed, to train when I didn't feel like it.
In bodybuilding, you can't tiptoe your way through a workout. You can't fake eating 6 and 7 meals a day. There's no way you can properly recover by training hard and then going out and partying all night. It's all or none.
You'll find no quitting here. So what I've got to do is out-train them. I've got to out-diet them. I've got to will myself to be a better bodybuilder than they are. If you put your mind, body, and soul into it, you can accomplish whatever it is you try to accomplish. Becoming the 10th Mr. Olympia and taking my place in history. If by chance that doesn't happen, this tape will reflect to you the hard work and dedication I put into my bodybuilding for the past 11 years as a professional athlete. And that the satisfaction that I get from the sport has a lot more to do with the journey. I'm like a warrior, I like to do it alone. And I really like that because I put the pressure on myself to suddenly take my physique from ground zero to what I felt I had to improve on and become perfect. And I don't know if my physique is perfect, but it's the best I can do with what I have to work with. As I study and analyze my physique, I don't look in the mirror at admiration or satisfaction, because then you become content. When you become content with your progress, there's somebody coming up behind you or somebody ahead of you that's working harder. They're not satisfied, and I'm never satisfied with what I see. Second place sucks. Believe me, I had to live with that for a solid year. And it does. It sucks.
Frustration for me turns into power. It fuels each and every one of my workouts. That's why every year, whether I take it on the chin or not, I get up and I come back.
A lot of times I train by myself, but keep it simple. Results come from hard work and intensity. The number one word is consistency. Train very consistent and you'll get to where you want to go.
Alright, you too. Finished with the leg day. I actually finished up with some abs, set of forearms, just accessory work. I didn't do a whole lot of hamstrings. So I'm still sore there, but my quads felt good enough. Sweaty, on the back and the front. So we'll go home, drink a shake, eat a meal. I'm gonna go run some errands too, probably. Hopefully you guys are having a great day, figuring it out here in Jacksonville. Ready to compete again. I'll tell you that much. Ready to get another coach. Right now I'm kind of solo. Pretty straightforward leg day. Hopefully with what I was saying during my set made sense. Sometimes I know I mumble. Appreciate you guys watching the video. If you haven't already, like it, man. Subscribe if you aren't subscribed, and I really do appreciate all the support. It's only the beginning of it, so I'm exhausted, hungry. But anyways, you guys, I'll catch you in the next one.